Start the vehicle, clutch down, my brakes are set, bounce off the spring, make sure you're neutral, and start your vehicle. Okay. On the gold trucks, one, you hold this over to rev, which I think is this one. Nope, the other one. This one here, you gotta push the clutch down a little bit to rev it. We're gonna park on level ground and chalk our wheels. We're going to build our air pressure to 125 manufacturer specs or government cutout. So just rev it up to about 1300 and hold it there. You're waiting for that pressure to get to the max build. You're also listening for that air dryer to spit. If you have your windows down, it's easier to hear everything. So you're waiting for that. Tanks are at full pressure, so we're going to set the vehicle up to do our static air pressure test. You're going to place the vehicle in low gear. You're going to turn it off, one click. Okay, release your foot off the clutch, turn the key back to the on position, watch your dashboard reset so you know you have power. And then you're going to release all your brakes. So yellow one first, 1 1000, 2 1000. Red one, 1 1000, 2 1000. Now I'm waiting for my air pressure to stabilize. I'm waiting for these to stop hissing, and I'm waiting for my gauge to stop moving. Once it stabilizes, okay, you're going to be watching your gauge for exactly 1 minute. You shouldn't lose more than 3 psi in a minute in a combination vehicle, and that is with your foot off of the brake pedal. When you want to do your second test, it's your applied pressure test. You're going to put gentle pressure. Thank you. You're going to put gentle pressure on the brake pedal. Hold it for 1 minute. You don't want to bounce your foot. You want to hold it completely steady, because the minute you bounce your foot, your gauge moves. See? So you just hold it for 1 minute. You can't lose more than 4 psi in a minute in a combination vehicle. What we did on those two tests is we tested our emergency side of the system for leaks, and we're testing our service side of the system for leaks. Once you've waited that whole minute, you can move on to your fan down. This is where you want to tell them what happens before it actually happens. So I'm going to tell the examiner I'm going to start pumping down, but I'm going to be watching my gauge. Before the pressure drops below 60, I should see my warning light and hear my buzzer going off. There's my warning light and buzzer. I'm barely above 60, so I'm still in good shape. Next, I'm looking for, as I pump down, the red knob to pop out. That will apply between 20 and 45 psi roughly. When that pops out, your trailer spring brakes will apply, and it will close the tractor protection valve on the back of the cab, sealing off the leak between the tractor and the trailer. And then after that, the yellow knob will pop out, applying my tractor spring brakes somewhere between 20 and 40 psi. The red knob should always pop out before the yellow one, so you don't jackknife. You don't want the tractor braking first. And then just pump down and watch your knob. So you're watching for the red one first. There it is. Now we're watching for the yellow one. There it is. Stop touching the brake pedal. So my brakes are set. I'm going to place the vehicle back in neutral. I'm going to safe start my vehicle with the clutch down, and I'm going to build my pressure back up. You do that at a fast idle again, so you're going to rev it back up to 1300 RPMs and hold it there. The governor should cut in 100 psi or below. Anything below 100 is governor cut in. It should cut out at 125. If it doesn't cut out at 125 and there's something wrong with the system and it reaches approximately 150 psi, your safety release valve on the wet tank will open up and it will release the excess pressure so your tanks don't rupture. You're protecting the system. Go ahead, pause. It's going to take me a while to build this. gear, and I'm going to test my parking brake. So I'm going to release my trailer spring brakes. Hold on to the wheel in case it moves. I'm going to lift the clutch up nice and slowly until you feel the truck twist. Then you're going to push the clutch back down. There's the twist, clutch back down. The vehicle didn't move, my parking brake is in good condition. Then you're going to either reset, or you can go straight from where you were. Okay, and you can just reverse the knobs. So I'm going to test my trailer spring brakes. So I'm going to apply them. I'm going to release my parking brake. I'm still in low gear. I'm going to try to attempt to pull forward. My trailer spring brakes should hold me in place. So I lift the clutch up slowly, hold on to the wheel, feel the tug, clutch back down. Trailer spring brakes are in good condition. They're holding my vehicle. Now I'm going to release all my brakes. Okay, I'm still in low gear. I'm going to test my service brake, which is my pedal on the floor. So I'm going to off the brake, slowly off the clutch, pull forward, clutch down, and gentle brake. The vehicle should stop in a straight line. I shouldn't feel it tugging from one side to the other. If it pulls, I'd have to look into the problem. You're looking for a lower flat tire, broken suspension, uneven load perhaps, brakes are out of adjustment. On the next one I can imitate it because we don't have the Johnson bar in this one, but you do in the other truck. So low gear, brakes are released. I still have over 100 psi, so I'm still in normal range. Off the brake, clutch up, clutch back down, and you'll pull down on the Johnson bar until the vehicle stops. You're using your trailer service brakes to stop the vehicle. Once again, it should stop in a straight line. Okay. Those are all of your air brake tests.